welcome back to my kitchen. One of my favorite things to make for dinner is breakfast. So that's exactly what we're going to do today, is make a breakfast casserole. It comes together really quick and easy, and it can use basically any leftover ingredients you have from the dinner before. What we're using today are 1 bell pepper, 1 rib of celery, 1 small onion. I have 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. I've got some leftover ham that I've diced up, probably about 1.5 cups of it. You'll need 6 eggs. I've got 3 green onions here. I'm using the white and light green parts. 3 tablespoons of milk. I've got 1 pound of a PA Dutch style sausage. And if you don't have this, you can substitute it with like a breakfast sausage, or you can leave the sausage out and just use ham. That's totally up to you. You'll also need some kind of cheese. All I have left over today is some Mexican cheese, but like a sharp cheddar would work really well. And then our last ingredient is going to be some O'Brien potatoes, and you're going to need about 1/2 bag of those. And other than some salt and pepper, these are all the ingredients that we're going to be using. So our first step is to move over to the stove where we're going to start sauteing our vegetables up. So in my pan, I've gone ahead and melted just a little bit of butter, and that's just going to help our vegetables start to sweat down. I'm going to add in my pepper, my onion, and my celery for right now. And while these are cooking down, I'm going to go ahead and start getting my sausage cut up into small bite-sized pieces. Alright guys, our vegetables have been cooking for about 10 minutes now, and they're starting to get nice and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my mushrooms, and we're going to let these cook down. And I'm going to go ahead and add in just a little bit of salt, not very much, and a little bit of black pepper. I'm going to give this a stir. While I'm doing this, I'd like to remind you of the Gamers and Geeks playlist that Jacob Duff and I have going on our channels. It is a community-driven playlist made up of you, our friends, and YouTube family. If you guys would like to be a part of it, it's really easy. All you have to do is go out and make a cooking video, and once you've done that, just post it to your channel, and then let either Jacob or I know in the comment section of our latest cooking videos, or if you're a part of our Discord servers, you can let us know there as well. The only thing we do ask is that you mention the Gamers and Geeks playlist somewhere in your video, as well as leaving a link down in the description to it, and that way we can just continue to support everybody that's already contributed to the list. So now all I'm going to do is allow my mushrooms to saute down for a few minutes until they're cooked. Now that the mushrooms are done, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the vegetables from the pan and place them back in our bowl. And I'm going to allow these to cool down for a little bit. While our vegetables are cooling, I'm going to go ahead and partially cook our sausage. It doesn't need to cook all the way because this will be going into the oven and they can finish cooking in there. Now that our vegetables and meat are done, I'm going to go ahead and mix up my eggs, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my 3 tablespoons of milk, a little pinch of salt, some black pepper, and I'm kind of feeling a little bit of red pepper flake tonight. I do like red pepper flakes in my scrambled eggs, so I'm going to go ahead and add in a good pinch of them, maybe about 1/8 teaspoon. Not too many. I don't want this to be hot. I just want a little bit of spice to it. And the last thing I'm going to add in are a little bit of our green onions. I do like green onions in scrambled eggs, so I think this will be a really good addition. And I think that's probably actually maybe a little bit more. And that should be good. Now we can go ahead and start assembling our casserole. And I'm going to start by laying down our ham. And I may not use all of this. I just want to get a nice even layer of ham across the bottom. Actually, I think this is the perfect amount. Make sure it's well spread out. And I'm going to follow that by our sausage. There we go. I'm going to leave any accumulated juices down in the bottom of my bowl. I don't want to make this too wet, because I do want this to set up. The next thing going in is going to be our vegetable mixture. And I'm just going to spread those right over the top. Again, I'm going to leave any accumulated broth from the vegetables in the bowl. And you want to be sure to spread these out evenly across your dish. Now that I have these evenly spread out, I'm going to go ahead and top it with our cheese. And you just want a nice layer on top. You don't want it too thick. There we go. I've got about a cup of cheese on here. And the next thing I'm going to add in is our egg. And I'm going to pour it just right over the top and allow it to seep down through all of our layers. Alright guys, so our last thing to do is add about a half of a bag of the O'Brien potatoes right across the top. And then I'm just going to spread them out and gently press them down. Alright guys, our casserole is all assembled. I'm going to go ahead and pop this into a 350-degree oven where I'm going to let it cook for roughly 35 to 40 minutes until our sausage is cooked and our eggs are set and the top has turned a nice lovely light gold brown color. So I'll see you once this is out of the oven. Our breakfast casserole is out of the oven and I've gone ahead and topped it with a little bit of those extra green onions that I had and just a little bit of hot sauce. So let's get in here, give it a taste, and see what we think about it. I get all of the flavors in this. The peppers and the mushrooms as well as the egg. And definitely that ham and sausage. It all comes together and almost tastes like a Western omelet. Just put together in a casserole dish. Overall, this is very good and I hope you give it a try sometime soon. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you guys have enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you guys tried this recipe out, let me know how it turned out for you. Remember to check out the Gamers and Geeks playlist as well as my Cooking with Vault Girl playlist where you will find this and many other recipes. The links for them will be down in the description below. And as always, thank y'all so very much for joining me today. I've been Vault Girl. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.